Time for another Eldritch Moon draft. And we opened the best mythic in the format, Lashwood Lurker. This card is just nuts. It's just nuts. It's crazy. It's so good. I can't even emphasize how much I love this card. And I'm going to try and play green-blue no matter what I'm doing in this format, because first of all, blue is broken and blue-green is completely broken. And this card is just not fair. It's a very good pack otherwise. We have a nice rare. Courageous Atlas is a very good card. Basically every card that gives you card advantage in this format is good. This guy is like a 3-4, which is also already good for 4 and already also gives you a human. Other cards that are good: Alchemist's Greeting, Brazen Wolves, Certain Death, Outcast, Prey Upon, Spectral Reserves. Like this card, this booster is very deep. But yeah, I'm just gonna take the Crazy Mythic Rare, as you can see. Follow it up with another very good pack. Wow. So Murder is amazing. Unconditional removal in instant speed is really good. The other option is if you want to stay with the Merge synergy, just taking the Wretched Grief. There are also other really good cards. Another Outcast, Guardian Priest is good. And then like you have the second and third tier cards that, you know, are plenty of them. I like this card, by the way. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay the course and take the Grief. I think Murder is, in a vacuum, like, I think Murder is probably better. But we already have the Lurker, and even though this Emerge strategy tends to be overdrafted, if you can make it happen, it's good. And you know, you can just run the Grief in just a regular deck as a 7-mana 3-4 draw a card flying. It's fine. It's just fine. So yeah. Okay. So if you want to stay again the course, we have Primal Druid, which is just fine in this deck. Other cards which are okay is obviously the Shieldmate with 3 flash. You can like catch one of the dudes in a surprise. Even though the like 3 power would be so much better, because there are a lot of 3 toughness creatures in this format. But yeah, it's a really good card. Slayer is really good. Alchemist's Greeting is obviously very good. Mercurial Gust is great in the blue-red Spells Matter deck. It feels like white is kind of open, but I'm just gonna keep trying to stay the course. I don't really love Primal Druid as a third pick. It's obviously worse than a lot of the cards in this pack, but I want to try and stay the course. We still have time to get out of this archetype if we really want, and this is another very deep pack. Imprisoned in the Moon is great, obviously, and that's what we're going to take. Hamlet Captain is good. Lone Rider is one of my favorite white cards, really. It's so good. If you flip it, it's really hard to kill it, and it can win games by its own. And I think we already drafted a few decks that this guy just won alone. Mark of Outsider is fine, not amazing. Borrowed Malevolence is a trick that, you know, it can be a 22nd, 23rd card. Enlightened Maniac, we would love to play that in our deck, but I think the removal is more important. If you can pick up like 3 take inventories, they're very good. This is again another like trick that's like 22nd, 23rd, but I'm gonna take Imprisoned in the Moon, because, you know, sending Emrakul to the moon sounds like a fun idea. So here, Desperate Sentry worked great with our Emerge cards, but I'm gonna take Grapple. I really like this card. At first, like, I didn't appreciate it that much, but having it in instant speed, you can return one of these big dudes when they're gone. You can just try and find them at the early game. You can find lands at the early game. This card is good early, this card is good late. It's just really good. I like this card a lot. Olivia's Dragoon and Falbaz are good in black, and we talked about that Desperate Sentry. Borrowed Hostility is also fine. This is like junk. We'll probably get it back. You know what? If you're gonna take it back, I'm probably gonna take it just for the sick rare draft value, but I'm gonna take the Grapple obviously here. Alright, so what do we have here? Another Alchemist's Greeting. That's crazy. It doesn't feel like green is open, but we're knowingly forcing this archetype, guys. I'm warning you in advance. We're knowingly forcing green-blue Emerge. Maybe we should have taken the Greeting. It's fine. By the way, it's not amazing. It's just fine. You need some discard outlets, because like 4 damage in 5 sorcery speed is not that amazing. It's really good when you can Madness it. Other options are Rise from the Grave. There's Eldrazi Wish or Wish of Eldrazi here. But yeah, we're just gonna take this card. This Backwoods Survivalist. If you can Delirium it, it's really, really good. And even like 4/3 at 4 that you can emerge with is really good. Here, nothing too amazing. Let's just cut something that might be annoying against us. I really like Shreds, by the way. I think it's a really decent card. People undervalue, especially like in the red decks. Red blue, red black, they have a lot of instant and sorcery, so it becomes like really, really good, especially if you can pick up like Fiery Tempers and all those Alchemist Greetings that we saw. So maybe for that reason I'll just take that, because Guardians we can probably block with the Primal Druids and other stuff that we'll take. I'll just take Shreds. Yeah, I like this card. So Certain Death Wield, that's crazy, but I'm just gonna take Eat of the Horrid Swarm. It's a decent emerge card, not amazing, just fine. Hopefully you can try and pick up some good card. Wow, these guys shouldn't be here. Woof. So white and red feels very open. Anyway, so I'm saying we're gonna try and put some emphasis on picking up some value creatures. And I'm just gonna cut this Alchemist Greeting. It's a really good card. Here, I guess we can take either Terrarion or Convolute. By the way, it doesn't feel like blue is open. Like, we saw that late Imprisoned in the Moon, but nothing else. But it doesn't feel like this Emerge archetype is open altogether, but yeah. I'm just gonna take Convolute. I don't mind playing one. Here, wow, Spectral Reserves, pretty late. I'm just gonna cut Turn Aside. I don't mind playing one of those again in my deck. Take Inventory, if we can pick up like 2 or 3 more, as we said. It might be okay, and the fact that it willed make me kind of optimistic about maybe seeing like 2 more in the next pack, because I think this was the only take inventory that we saw in the draft. Sure, we're gonna take a Third Shield. So we want to open another Lashwood Lurker, maybe one of the emerge rares, like what's its name? I don't remember, the crazy blue red card, Deep Fiend, whatever. Yeah, Elder Deep Fiend. Wretched Gifts will be fine, but you know what, even value creatures in 2 and 3 will be okay here. Just cut this Thirsting Axe. And last pick land. Maybe you can take another take inventory last pick. Place for everything and everything in its place. Well, only if you can pick a few of those. Alright, let's take the Forest. Guys, before the next pack starts, if you enjoyed this draft, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking this page, and just like, you know, comment, because having feedback is great, and just subscriptions get you like the info about new drafts and new content before everybody else. So please consider doing that. And let's hope to open Elder Deep Fiend. Okay, not Elder Deep Fiend. A lot of good red cards though. Wow. Incendiary Flow, Smoldering Werewolf, Thermo Alchemist, all really, really good red cards. Really, really good. We can still try and be red. Like, we have the Alchemist Greeting. It felt like red was really open, but you know, we have the Advanced Stitch Wing. It's a good card. It even works well with these guys because you can emerge it and then play it from your graveyard. Obviously, Harmless Offering is the best card in this in the pack, but we're not red, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to pass on the kitty. No, no, such an adorable face. It is. It really is. Yeah, let's take the 5-drop. It's a good card. It's a really, really good card. Like 3/4 flying for 5 is already good, and the fact that you can return it after these guys is just awesome. Yeah, wow, another really good pack. Woo, I would love like quite a few of these cards. First of all, Galvanic Bombardment for red, and another Courageous Outrider for white. But for us, and by the way, Abundant Moth for black. Like this pack is stacked. I would usually take Identity Thief for Wretched Griff, or even the Captive. All of these 3 are very, very good. Probably the Griff or Captive in this deck. Probably the Captive over the second Griff. But obviously we're gonna take Clear Shot, which is just an amazing, unbelievable card. So yeah, it's a second removal. It's good with our bigger creatures. Good as a trick. So yeah, I'm very happy to take that, and very happy to take this Cultist as well. Would love to wheel any of Fortune's Favor, Survivalist, or Bloodbriar, which are also really good in this deck. Bloodbriar because you sack to all these emerge guys. Survivalist just because it's a big dude, and if you need you can emerge it. But yeah, Cultist is exactly what we want. It's a 3-drop, it can block some creatures. It's a really good thing to emerge with, so yeah. Here we can take another Primal Druid or second take inventory. The first take inventory wheeled. Even though this one, well, if there's one blue drafter, it's probably gonna take the Spontaneous Mutation. I'm just gonna take this Primal Druid. We don't have a lot of 2-drops. So yeah, it's a good blocker. It can ramp you, it's fine. Ooh. So here it's between another Cultist or Grizzled Angler. Angler seems pretty good. I think I'm gonna take the Angler. Like, the Cultist is amazing. It's a very good card in this deck. Just make sure that, yeah. It's a very good card in this deck. We have 3 emerge creatures. It's good. It's really, really good. But the Grizzler gives this deck like a whole new angler. Yeah, so I wouldn't mind wheeling Troll or Cultist, but I think the Grizzler is just really, really good. I don't know. We have 3 emerge dudes. 4/5 for 3 seems pretty good with a nice ability. Yeah, let's just take the Angler. I don't usually play this card, but it's okay. Perfect. Perfect! I love this card. Scab is amazing. One of the best blue commons. It's good because we have Grapple, Clear Shot. It's amazing with Clear Shot. So yeah, very happy to take this Ingenious Scab. And this guy too. Wow! So we have Clear Shot, Grapple. That's pretty much it for now, but we can probably pick up a few more next pack. Otherwise, I would happily take Ingenious Scab, but this card is really, really good. So yeah. Just gonna take that. Bah! Wow! Woo! Can I take like 3 cards out of this pack and just not pick any other cards from this pack? This is amazing. 8-pick Foul Emissary? This is nuts! This is like one of the best cards in this deck. Wow! I would also obviously love Cultist or Angler. Wow! But I'm just gonna take this Foul Emissary and say thank you. It's so good. How did the kitty wheel? How? It's so good! Let's cut Dawngriff. It's annoying again. It's annoying to play against. Here, ooh. So we can take the Fogwalker because it's a good blocker and just another 2-drop. We have a lot of 3-drops. Let's just put the spells on the side for a second. Or we can take a Wooden Patrol, which is it can trade with something, and it's also it can attack a little bit better. I think I'm just gonna take the Fogwalker because we need some more dudes to sack, and it's like an early blocker, so it's fine. Sure, we'll take the Cultist Staff. Second take inventory, but we're not gonna play 2. How good is this place in this deck? We have Foul Emissary, and that's pretty much it. I guess I can maybe side it in against really a card against decks with a lot of removal. So yeah, sure, we'll take Prophetic Ravings and this dude and this guy. Yeah, I would happily have give up all these last 7 picks for another Cultist and another Angler that we saw in that pack. But yeah, all right. Ooh, nice art, Modo. This is an amazing card, and we do have 2 Primal Druids. The other option is Hermit, which is also a very nice card. So it's Bird from Within is amazing, and we have the Vexen Scuttler and the Grapple. We can just take Burn and try and splash just the Burn from Within. I think it's worth it. It's such a good card. I'm just gonna take this Burn and try and splash it. Here a lot of really, really good white cards. Bound is great. Bygone Bishop is even better, and a lot of really good like commons. This pack is really good. I'm just gonna take this Drowned Explorer. It's exactly what we want. It's a 4 mana mana cost creature that gives us a clue, and then we can just sack it pretty easily to those guys. Otherwise, I would probably take the Briar Witch Patrol, which is also fine, but yeah, Drownyard Explorers is perfect. Here, again, a lot of good cards. Grip's Boon is amazing in white, just a really good card. Masquerade in the black, red, Vampire Spells, or just like any red deck with some vampires, it's good. Deadweight, probably the best card in the pack. We're just gonna take this Storm Rider Spirit. Yeah. Here, nothing for us. You can take Watcher in the Web. I'm not crazy about this dude. Other option is just taking a Stoic Builder. I think I'm just gonna take Watcher. Try not to play it. I really don't like that card that much. Yeah. Okay, so here we have, wow, probably should have been white-red, by the way, but yeah, it's too late now. So we're gonna take Fork in the Road. It lets us burn from within pretty easily, splash it pretty easily. The other option is the Scavenger. How easy it is for us to get Delirium? Pretty hard, right? We have like instant and sorcery and creatures. Maybe imprisoned, I don't know. If it's in the graveyard, it's not that good for us, I suppose. I'm just gonna take Fork in the Road. Again, it lets us splash our burn from within easily. Not easily, but it's easier to splash it. And not ramps us, but sets our mana pretty good for these guys. So I'm just gonna take the Fork. We have 15 creatures already. It's not bad as it is. Ooh, I like Ruthless Sensor even in this kind of deck. You put it on one of these guys and it's just very hard to block. The other option is Vessel, which is also pretty nice. Wow. I think I'm just gonna take the Vessel. It's a good thing to do on turn 1. Can get us all our like nice emerge creatures. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this Vessel. Don't hate that. Wow. Reduce is great. Well, not great, but just fine. And Rush of Adrenaline again, just fine. I'm just gonna take this Nibilis. Probably gonna play that. It's another evasion creature, so that's fine. Here, you can take Explosive Apparatus or Clip Wings. Both are just more of sideboard cards. Provisioner, I don't know, we might play that. Not because it's a human, just because it's the 3/3 for 4 that we can sack for our emerge creatures. What do we want? Probably the Explosive Apparatus. We don't have a lot of removals. We have Clear Shot and Grapple, Clear Shot, Imprison, and Burn. Yeah, I guess I take this guy. Not extremely enthusiastic about it. We didn't see any Rabbit Bites, which is unfortunate. Like, we knew that from our right, the green and the blue were pretty cut. So we can't complain too much because we saw it pretty quickly. But yeah, I was hoping for at least one. Yeah, nothing we can do about that now. Let's just cut something. Let's cut Inspiring Captain, I guess. The most annoying card to play against. Here, let's cut this Invasion. So, this deck. What do you think of this deck? It's a deck. I think I'm just gonna switch the Wolves with Convolute and play with one Convolute. That's just fine. So, not the best emerge deck I ever drafted, but it has Lashwood Lurker. I mean, how bad can it really be? From the side, we have a few options. Obviously, not this take inventory. We have a few options like these Wolves, Apparatus, Watcher in the Web if we see out of Flyers, even Turn Aside if we sell out of removal, and Displace if we sell out of removal. But this is fine. Like, we have some evasion, like with 3 very good flying creatures and a Nibilis, which is also okay. We have some tricks, Clear Shot mostly, and Convolute. Well, not a trick, but that's like permission. We have some decent removals. We have ways to get stuff back from the graveyard and some synergy. It's okay. It's an okay deck. We can go to 1 with this one, maybe 3-0 if we're a little lucky. It's not the worst deck I've ever seen, not the best one. Could have used another one of Sorry. Well, one of those, or one of... Well, it's a huge cultist. One of those. But I think we made better picks over each one because we had an option to take a second one, and we took the Scuttler, which I think is better. And well, I don't know if it's better now, but it was definitely better then than when we had the option of maybe picking up some Rabbit Bites, or Bounce Spells or something like that. And over the second cultist, we took Foul Emissary, which is obviously a better card. Yeah, so this Scuttler can return 4 Grapple, Clear Shot, Convolute, Burn from Within, 5 targets. I think it's enough. We have Primal Druid, Foul Emissary, Exultant Cultists that we don't mind sacking, and even like the Stitchwing that we don't mind sacking, and Explorers that give us some value. Again, we have some Evasion. We have some ways to search our deck. Burn from Within, we can splash with 2 Primal Druids and Grapple, Vessel, and Folk. I think 1 mountain would be enough. So let's sort by color, combine groups. Yeah, feels like an easy 8-8-1. It says 9-7-1, that's also an option. We do have Vessel and Fog and 2 Primal Druids early, so yeah, I think it has to be like 8-8-1. Even though we have a little bit, well, we have more red mana symbols. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blue. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green. But again, early green plays. We want a forest early, so let's just do this and submit, guys, and I'll see you for round number 1.